Here we see a lost Minecrafter left to wander the endless desert. He doesn't know where he's gonna end up, but he'll end up somewhere, someday, looking for his lost friend.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Who doesn't know where he's gonna end up? But he explores the desert in hopes of not only finding his friend, but getting a million sand. Watch as he digs. He digs so peacefully, not knowing what's gonna come to him in this future. Perhaps explosions are in order, or perhaps a change of plans. No matter what, he's trying to get home. Let's hope he can get there. Who knows, maybe he'll get lost along the way. Let's find out.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Artisan Collective. Today, we're talking all about sand. So I hope you liked that little intro, because it took me a little while. But obviously we're here in the desert, and already you can see there's some changes. 1.21.5 is finally out on our server, and we've got some grass that you can actually pick up with any kind of silk touch. It was really interesting to me. But here's your first little fun fact about sand for the day. Sand now grows short grass and tall grass, but it all looks short to me, so it's short and shorter. And then it also grows cactus with lovely little flowers on top. And I guess if you want to say it's growing, it also grows dead bushes, but like, it's dead. It's not really growing anymore. It's just a shriveled bush. But here we go. So firstly, sand has 3 different kinds. You got the normal sand, you got the sus sand, and then you got the red sand. Red sand is often found in a mesa. Let's see if I can find one. Aha, like that. That's red sand. Obviously I don't have any sus sand with me, though I just happen to be in luck. Sus sand? Hello? You here? You anywhere over here? Come on, you gotta be over here. There's one in the middle. Aha! Yes! Suspicious sand. Just gonna block off the water so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. So there's it next to normal sand. You can obviously see there's a really big difference between the two. They're quite obvious, and it almost looks rather like sandstone. But obviously, sand can be broken by your fist or a shovel. And the fastest shovel is actually gonna be diamond, netherite, and gold. Why? I don't know. But they all break at the exact same speed. And here's another fun fact for you. Sand has the blast resistance of 0.5. It's quite weak, but obviously it can be found in deserts, near rivers, in the oceans, literally anywhere with water basically can have it. It's everywhere. But back to the blast resistance, because you know, blowing up TNT is just so fun, especially in deserts. You know, that's part of the reason why I'm making this video, is for the sake of blowing up sand. But why? Well, let me just tell you. So there's been this argument in my mind for a little bit now. What is actually faster? Digging with the shovel or blowing up with TNT? And I want to solve this. So let me take you to a special place real quick. This is a place that I've been spending a lot of time in because I've been trying to get to 1 million sand for a rather large project that I'm doing that involves a bunch of TNT. But like, what I found is that 1 stack of TNT gets you to about 4-ish shulker boxes of sand. And of course, you need 4 sand to make a TNT, so you end up getting about a shulker box of TNT for every stack of TNT that you use. It's pretty nice. So let's head over to my special spot. Looky here. This is my spot. It doesn't look like much of a desert anymore, does it? It's all blown up to bits. Pretty much as far as the eye can see. Oh, it's just mass destruction. This is sadly not the only place that I've brought destruction to. There's several spaces over there that also are just absolutely torn to bits. But I want to use this place for another test. So what I'm going to do is I want to test how much sand I can get in an hour of digging versus an hour of blowing up TNT. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting just to see how much sand I get from 2 hours of 2 different things, right? So let me go blow up some sand and dig some of it too, and I'll meet you back whenever I get the numbers. finally got the data. Can I get a drum roll, please? Well, here's the digging. Out of 2 shovels in an hour, we got 6 shulkers. It's not the greatest, I'm gonna admit. It's actually really little. And I feel bad for anyone that is still using shovels to dig sand, because that means you're going through about a shovel half an hour. It's not the greatest. You don't get anything extra, you just get the sand. Very, underwhelming results, I shall say. However, if we just look over here, we have the results from the TNT. And oh my goodness, I knew it was better, but not this better. This is incredible. So I did use 4 stacks of TNT in an hour, but let me just like do the math here. So here's 4, and then if we have another 4, and we have at least another 4 and another 4. If I were to turn this into TNT, I would get at least 4.5 shulker boxes of TNT. So using 4 stacks of TNT to get 4.5 stacks of shulker boxes full of TNT? Oh, that's so much better. Plus, you'd happen to get just a little bit of extra stuff, and for whatever reason, a lot of rabbit heads. Totally not collateral from the TNT. But yeah, you get 17 and about a third of the shulker of sand, and it is absolutely incredible, and I'm definitely going to continue blowing up the deserts. Speaking of which, I did some more even after that. It's not even included in there. I already turned it into TNT, but yeah. This place is looking mighty destroyed. But hey, at least that solves my question. And you know what? I think there's another fun fact for y'all coming up. Did you know that sand has a luminosity of no? If you thought I was joking, look at the wiki. It literally has a luminosity of no. But yeah, sand doesn't glow. Ever have a dream of having a sand nightlight? Well, guess what? It doesn't do anything. No light levels from this block here. Okay, but actually, let's get to some actual facts, because I have some really interesting ones I want to share. So for now, we're gonna be back at my house, sitting in this wonderful chair and actually get to use it for its purpose. Oh, this is gonna be great. So basically, let's talk all about the history of the sand block. Finn, I love that you're here, but you're being very noisy, buddy. Yes, I know, you're being very loud. Anyway, so sand was first added in version 0.014a of Java. Really long time ago. It's been beloved ever since. I mean, seriously, who doesn't like sand? It's so important, in fact, that it has 1 smelting recipe, obviously into glass, and then it has 20 different crafting recipes, only 2 of which are actually red sand variants. Because if you didn't know this, you can actually use red sand for TNT. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can do it. But like, oddly enough, it hasn't always looked the same. It's actually gone through so many different retextures. It's had 4 different retextures on Java. 2 times when Bedrock was known as Pocket Edition, another time on Bedrock, and then it also had 1 time on Legacy. I mean, oh my goodness, this poor sand, it's been changed so much, and I don't think anyone's ever realized. It also used to have metadata that had values from 0 to 15, 0 being regular sand, 1 being red sand, and anywhere from 2 to 15 being untextured versions of sand that were unobtainable. I mean, obviously, if you had creative or whatever, you could get them, but like, you weren't supposed to be able to get them. Sadly, these don't exist anymore. I wish they did. That would be kind of cool, because then you could retexture them, you could use them as other blocks, but like, they would all fall, because then they all have the gravity thing to them. Speaking of which, though, sand has gravity. Kind of like gravel. I mean, they fall at the same rate. Speaking of which, actually, it takes roughly 0.45 seconds to fall 1 meter. Both sand and gravel do this. And this rate doesn't actually change. Whether the sand is in air, in lava, in water, it's all the same. It all falls the same way. And of course, whenever it falls, it turns into an entity. Which, here's an amazingly interesting fact that I don't know if you knew, but I found to be so cool, but yet so weird. Whenever it turns into an entity, its texture rotates. Like, TNT does the same thing apparently, except whenever it's flashing it, I guess you see a lot of light and stuff, so you don't see it rotating. But sand, I noticed this whenever I started playing my game, but the texture rotates. And I looked it up, and oh my goodness, like, it doesn't stay still. It becomes completely animated when it falls. I know this is not a sand fact, but like gravel doesn't do the same thing. It doesn't rotate. Only sand. Sand is special. But since it does become an entity, that means it can be treated like one. So obviously in my game, sand goes flying. You know what? Let's go over there. I want to show you how this works, because sand is amazing. I can fling it across the air, and I want you to see. So if we wait long enough, oh, you're gonna see it. Sand is gonna go flying, and it's gonna be amazing. There it goes. Oh my goodness, and you can actually see the texture moving. Oh, look how cool that is. Oh, it's such an interesting thing. And here's a slow-mo for anyone who didn't believe me about the sand texture rotating when it's flying. But because of this also means that you can do funny things with bubble columns. Like, it bounces up and down. I used this in this game, in fact. So when the sand gets pushed forward, it bounces up and down, creating an entity, and then gets blown up by the TNT, causing it to go flying. Because of this mechanic, you can actually make cool little moving sand floors. Like, it looks almost like liquid, but sand. And I haven't gotten to use it in a build yet, but you know what? I might just have to, because it is a really cool thing. But wait, there's more. If you thought that beaches and like mining sand were the only way to get it, then you are so wrong. Because there's actually a 59% chance of getting anywhere between 1 and 8 sand in a desert temple chest. Who knew? I mean, it's also the only block that turtle eggs can hatch on. These poor turtles, they need some variation. Give them what they need. More than just sand. I mean, I guess in real life you only see them ever hatching on sand, though they can bury them in dirt. Just not sea turtles. Tortoises and lake turtles and river turtles win, Mojang. Oh, and if you didn't know already, if you put a note block on a sand block, you get a snare drum. Just a little bit of extra pizzazz. Why not? And it even has its own place in the redstone community, keeping double pulses from going through by pushing it up and using the gravity mechanic to stop it. Because we don't like these stinky double pulses, do we now? And as a bonus, look at these sandcastles that Solo made. Aren't they cute? Ah, sand is amazing. But now for my favorite part of the video. It's sand appreciation time. Look at that sand. Look how beautiful it is. Don't you just love sand? All its individual grains, all of its loveliness. Oh, it's so good. Don't you just want to get up close and feel the sand? Run to a beach maybe, walk through it with your toes buried. Perhaps bury your friend in the sand. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? It'll never not be good because it's sand. You have to just appreciate it for what it is. It's a beautiful, lovely, extraordinary block. I don't think there could be anything better. It's just so perfect. I don't think anything will ever top it, do you? Oh, it's the greatest ever. I believe in you, my king. You will forever rule this land. Okay, this is getting weird. I think I'm gonna stop. But yeah, we have a sand monarchy now with a sand king. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I think I've spent too much time with the sand. I think it's starting to actually get to me. But even though I've spent all this time with sand, there is actually one piece of sand I'm forgetting. I don't know how I've forgotten it all this time. Soul sand! It's still sand. It has sand in the name. I mean, it has nothing to do with actual sand. It doesn't fall like sand or anything, but it's still sand. It's nethery sand. We love sand. This is mainly just an excuse for me to get away from the desert. But you know, it's still sand. But hey, I hope that you enjoyed me and my shenanigans with sand. Honestly, I could go all day about sand. Sand's so great. Don't you just love it? Oh, it's so good. But you know, there's still a lost Minecrafter out there. We kind of need to figure out what's happened to him. So why don't you just sit back, relax, and discover the rest of the story.
This Minecrafter walked a lonely road. He never really did find his friend. But he did find this day much, much sand. He'll continue his journey for as long as he needs. Hopefully, not failing in the end. Maybe you should subscribe, like, and comment to help him to 1 million sand. And he'll see you in his next episode. Y'all have a wonderful day, and goodbye!